Hello and welcome back to my dark fantasy island, Velastra. Today we need to work on some transitional areas in the town section of my island. I'm hoping that the next video we can work on a villager house, but we need to get this section done first. Today's plan is to make a town walkway from the top part of Julian's house and down towards the Able Sisters sewing area. It's a biggish area and I plan to fill it with a small market and a plant shop. But before we do get started with today's build, please consider liking, commenting and subscribing to the channel for more content. And check out my second channel where I tour all your amazing, wonderful islands. Go subscribe there too. But now let's get building. The first thing we want to do is get an incline in this space. Right, let's imagine it first. I did go with the stone staircase, but you can't really see it. I'm just going to hope that it looks okay. Hopefully that will look nice. I had to go with the stone instead of the white wood one that we have over by Julian's area. And that is because it will go in better with our town. But right, we need to time travel and get this staircase in place. Right, we've time traveled. I'm going to go through Julian's area. Oh yeah, it doesn't look so bad. I think it looks okay. What are the chances of this thing spawning right where we want to build? Okay, so the first thing we want to tackle is our custom codes. Ignore this terraforming here to the left side. I just did a little bit of terraforming, so I knew the shape I would have to work with today. This is going to be quite a narrow space. Hopefully it doesn't feel too cluttered up and too narrow. I think it's the right word I'm saying. Too narrow. I hope it doesn't. I think we only go up to there for now. That would be good. And then we can decide where it goes from there because I want to see how much space everything takes up. And I don't know how to join the two pathways just yet. But we will figure it out by the end of the build. This is going to be so annoying because it's not in the center. We may have to change the way this looks ever so slightly because otherwise it's going to bug me. Originally, I was going to use our other code that we use for the center down there, almost like the road part of the pathway, I guess. I was originally going to use that, but because I can't get it central because of the shape of everything and where I had to put the incline, I think I'm just going to stick with this and put it all the way up to here. Right, that works for now. Let's grab some walls. We need to see which layout works the best. I can stick some castle towers in just here, so it's not too much of a problem. I did get those too. To be honest, I think we will need those anyway because of the weird gap that the walls leave. Well, it's either towers or decorative pillars. Right, we got some towers and some decorative pillars just so I can fill this weird gap. Oh my gosh, hopefully this looks nice when it's done. At the moment it's a bit weird. Also, not sure how I'm gonna get my market to fit in and you still be able to see it with our castle towers. Okay, maybe get rid of this tower and this. We push the tower right up to the edge like so. That could work. Come down. We'll fill this out, of course. Right, that might look a bit better. We are truly trusting the process here. Especially today. This is not my normal style of building, as you know if you've been here a while. I normally like very cutesy, cute. And it's honestly just the word to use is cute. How am I gonna get this pillar to work? Maybe what we'll do is bring you forward by one. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is change it back here. Could we add another castle tower? Maybe that looks slightly better. Yeah, maybe. Wish me luck. Me and these castles, I hope that in the next game, Nintendo makes these join like the fencing items because it would make our lives so much easier. There we go. Look, I know it's not going to be completely identical, but it has to at least match kind of. And then what we need to do is join this with this. I've decided to make this bit 4 squares wide. I just think it'll look nicer because then you can see it over the top of the castle tower rather than it just be hidden. There we have it, like so. Now I want to put little market stalls all along here, so let's do that first before we start on our plant shop. Now I realize we don't have any trees. Oh no, we're gonna have to just make do. For our little market stalls, instead of using the stall furniture, I think I want to use the store fronts. I think these will look really nice in the long run. Also, I do not have as much space as I thought I was going to have, so that's sad. I was hoping I'd have loads of room. What we might have to do is kind of bring it round to the other side, unless we take the side off of this terraforming and then make this wider. I think I might have to because I really don't like the shape. Okay, beautiful terraforming, you will be sacrificed. When we go to build this area, we can make it work. We make it work with what we've got. It's not the end of the world. Not yet anyway. That does mean we're going to have to put more custom code down. But you know, at least it will be worth it because then we'll be able to fit more market stalls, more beautiful markets. Because I anticipate putting 2 rows of market stalls down here. And obviously you can see for yourself that it's just not going to happen at the moment. Right, with that done, we can now finally have more room. Okay, it still feels too small because this is too close. Okay. Change of plan again. We're going to make it even wider. I want it to be equal both sides and have this in the middle now because otherwise it's going to irritate me. So again, here we go, chopping away our terraforming. It doesn't matter. We can make this look nice later on. This is later on's problem. This is me in a few weeks problem, or maybe even next week. Who knows what I'm going to do this bit. Okay, this time it's going to work. Let's start up this end. Let's get our castle tower in first. And then we got some medieval walls. These need to go back by 1 more. There we go. Another medieval wall. And our tower. That needs to go back by 1 too. Right, I think that's equal now. Let's have a look, see, shall we? Yes, okay, this is better. Still would really love to use these, but I just don't think they're gonna look right. Unless, oh wait, I might have an idea. Please be equal. Please, please, please. Oh, it is. So we will get trees in here. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes to the trees. Uh-oh. I kicked the wrong square. So before we get carried away and pop trees in, I want to put all the items in first. I do have merchandise tables and Zen tables. Or Zen benches, rather. And honestly, half tempted to have 1 more stall just here. And pop a little Zen bench in front just so it makes it a little bit, you know, a little bit more crowded, a little bit more different. Or unless we can give it a flip round. Let's have a look. And push you backwards. And then pop in a Zen bench. Oh, that could work. Push it back 1 more though. So we got a little bit of space for our lights. Yes. Yes, that works. Okay, before we get too carried away, let's start decorating the stalls. Oh no, let's go get the trees. I'm going to use just the cedar trees for this part. So we only need 4. Oh, why does it feel like a Christmas market? I don't know why. Right, let's start decorating the shelves. Our first stall is going to be a little art stall. So I have things like the small porcelain vase, a statue, also a flowery painting. If we pull it forward a little bit. Honestly, don't think I'm going to get it all to fit in, but that's okay. Maybe we should just leave it like that. Although I think I want to get rid of you and add you instead. Oh no, this is the same one. What are we doing? I meant this little guy. This flowery painting, unfortunately, unfortunately we're going to have to move this stall. I need a little bit more space. Instead, let's put the stall up here. Like at least we'll have more space up here. You got another vase, stick that in there. Also, I can actually use my flowery painting. I need to push it forward 1 and then across and hope that my fairy lights still go in. To be honest, I think I'm going to swap you and swap you round and just squeeze you ever so slightly into here. Okay, swap these over too. I'm indecisive. Right. Oh, I need to get you on there. Okay, that works better. It does. Can we get our lights in still? Oh my gosh, why has it done that? That's not where I wanted you. Try again. Aha, that's better. Try another set of lights here. It's very cluttered. Okay, I've changed my mind on these lights. I feel like they just look too cluttered up. Maybe just 1 simple set of lights here from the entrance and the exit of the market would look nice. Yeah, see, that looks better. I like that. Because the problem is I have this book, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, bookshelf. There it is, bookshelf. I have that bookshelf and I also want to put books everywhere. And I'd rather have the books than not have the books. I got book stand, stack of books galore everywhere. We're going to pull it out just by 1, like an angle like that. I like it. I do have more books and things, but they're just not going to fit because the area, like I said, is smaller than I thought it was going to be. Okay, for the last lot of stalls, I have some coffee beans. Oh, I wish they went the other way. Let me pull this out. So yeah, there we go. Coffee beans and a coffee grinder. I had some plants. Because yes, even though we are doing a little plant shop in a second, I want a plant stall. And I even have a garden wagon. Oh, I wanted it to go behind the tree. Let's see if we can get you to spin around. Yes, we can. And also still add some stacked bags. And then the potted plants again. Give those ones a spin though. I want to change this again. Of course I do. I have a better vase. It's taller, so you'll actually see it behind the flowery painting. And then I also want to use this vase in front here. It just looks a little bit nicer. I kind of want to swap this round, annoyingly. Can I get you to swap round? Oh, yeah, see? How much better does that look? I love it. Our last stall is here. And again, I went overboard. I have a couple of jars of stuff. And then originally I did have more jars, but honestly, it's not going to fit. So veggie basket it is. Look at that. That's cute. Okay. Very, very cluttered market. More cluttered than I thought it was going to come out. But you know what? It's not bad for a little transition area, I don't think. But right now we need to move on to this space. So I want to pop down this coat again. And now I want to try and get this as central to this exit as possible. So if we make this 4 wide, I'm hoping this will look pretty. And then 4 up. I'm realizing, by the way, I have so many houses and buildings I still need to fit into my island. So wish me luck. We're definitely going to have to do a house build in the next video. Hopefully I know where I'm going to stick it. It's just I have so many build ideas. It's ridiculous. Like, what's a girl to do when she's got all these build plans? Now see, that doesn't leave a lot of room for our flower shop to go here. It's okay. I will make it work. Also, I forgot I had these steps. I kind of want to use them. Maybe we should put them here. Oh, yes, that looks fancy. Am I enjoying city core? That is the question. I think I am, but I'm also nervous. I'm worried I'm not going to fit all my buildings in. I'm going to do my best, of course. But yeah, 100% this is not enough room now for my flower shop. We might have to change this path, but that's okay. Because if we need to change stuff, at least it's free to do so. And Tom Nook doesn't charge us. Let's figure out where I want my plant shop to go. So I did want it to go here. And obviously 3 squares is definitely not wide enough. But also I'm hoping it's not in line with down here. Oh no, it's not. Good. Good. It doesn't matter how far back it goes. I just want it to be wide enough. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6 wide. Okay. So that will then lead down to, I think here is a good shout rather than here because it looks really long. Okay, so now we've done that, we can figure out how we want the rest of this to look. It may be like a singular line or like this, like trust the process. Or maybe even double it up so it's not so small. And then of course we're going to fix the edging like that. Okay, it's a very odd shape, yes, but hopefully we can make it look nice. Also, back here, ignore this. This will probably end up being something. Alright, let's get to work. I decided to use castle walls for this build. I know we've been using a mix and match of the medieval walls and the castle walls, but I truly think the castle walls will probably be best for this build. And for the back part, I do want to cover these walls with these bookcases. Again, I'm working with limited space, but it's fine. We're going to get through this. I definitely need to grab some more castle walls in a second from my storage. We'll block this weird awkward gap off with a tree. Alright, we have some simple panels to go in front of our wooden bookcases. I've just customized these to have little plant windows on them. I actually think they look really nice. And just squeeze them in there. And I also have some stalls, but this one didn't go the right way around. We want it this way. We'll put the rest of the castle walls and everything in last. So there is our first part. We will put another stall in here once we finish decorating these 2. Although I don't think it really matters, because we can just pull them out and decorate them. So there you go. That's what it will look like, and we'll put plants inside. Oh, actually move this out. I have an iron shelf that can go in here. We'll put a little plant on the top too. Let's put some more castle walls in quickly. Let's just experiment a little before we finish off our shop. So it's either castle walls or wooden bookcases. We used the wooden bookcases over here for the back of Abel's sisters, and it looked really cute. And I'm kind of considering using it again. But then the castle walls look really cute. Because otherwise we will be using a castle gate, and then we'll be pushing that forward, and also this way too. And we will need to shove some decorative pillars in because of the weird gap and spacing. See, it just doesn't connect right. And this is why I'm not normally a fan of doing city core, because of this. Okay, I've kind of figured it out. This is the only way it's going to work. Yeah, it's the only way. Now, I don't know if I want to change the floor a little bit or not. I think it might look fine as it is once I've decorated it. Do I think everything's going to fit that I plan to fit now? No, absolutely not. But whatever. I might have to change the floor again. It is going to bug me. Right, there we go. Let's decorate inside. So before we go ahead and put like all our castle gates back, I want to decorate the inside bits so we can see what we're working with. Put the smaller plants in the front and the bigger plants at the back, just like so. And we can put our store back in. I will be putting a cash register on this one. Oh yes, I have this kitchenette that I would like to put down. Give that a spin right there. Put a little plant on top of you. Oh, we're gonna have to get the register first. Let's put our cash register on here. Yes, and I also have another planter. I have an iron work table that could go in there, although it's a bit cluttered with that, so no. I do want to use the bonsai though. We can get you to spin around. Oh yes, look how beautiful that looks. Let's get our castle gates placed back in. So they were out and then they were across by one. Honestly, it's the only way I could keep it so that I had room, but also had my gates and my building. We could stick a little counter table outside, but I don't see the point now. I might change you for the terrarium. Ah, that's better. Right, we need more bigger plants. Let's pop some cypress plants right outside our building. We need some sort of tree or something each side. We need something of height. Oh, we could put lights all along here. Like the little party lights. I might try that soon. Right, let's head back inside our shop. Add some plants. We got some tall plants so you can see them just over the walls. Nothing too crazy, but just enough so that you can see them. Just like so. There you go. You can squeeze in through the door. Oh, it definitely looks like a plant shop in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to change this side area. So that does mean we're going to have to pick up these walls and change over the custom code. Yeah. Needs must. Okay, I think that looks okay. That looks better anyway. We need to decorate some more out here. Also, I don't think these plants are doing it for me. They're a bit too bright. It's just a little plain out here. Oh, I'm wondering if there's a middle. Is there a middle? This is kind of a middle. Oh, I might have an idea. Also, we need more decoration. We just need more of everything. A wooden bucket. I'm gonna add a tree in like behind here. Oh gosh. She picked it up. Maybe the tree is meant to go here. Maybe that's why I picked it up. See if we can get our garden faucet back in. We can. Good. Hopefully we can still get the tree in. I'm going to pop in our hardwood this side and then we'll pop a little cedar further back. I do have some stacked bags I really want to put down. One there. And on top of it, I have the little paradise plant. Oh, we're going to need another tree in here. Out the front, let's add one of these bug cages. Pretend it's for plants, okay? Although it might look nicer if we get rid of you. Add in a low table, add some potted plants, and a bag of red roses. Oh, this looks kind of cute. Right, let's get those trees and we need some flowers first actually. Right, so in this gap, I'm going to put down the in-game dirt path, but I'm using the dark dirt. So the one that I like to call mud. On top of our mud, I'm just going to pop down some purple flowers. Now I've decided to go with flowers instead of bushes because you can walk over the flowers and I just think it's a nice little entrance way into the shop. Even though you have to walk over it, it just looks nice. Now over this side, I want to do a little spot of work where our tree's going to go. Maybe some barrels and boxes and things. Nothing too crazy, just little fillers. What can I say? I love to have a cluttered island. Can't help myself. Well, let's add a garden wagon just there. Maybe we could pop something behind. Oh no, there's not enough room to pop anything behind. I think that looks cute though. Right, let's get our trees. Right, let's get our lovely trees popped in. I had to go to the treasure island to get some already grown in hardwood trees because yeah, mine aren't grown because yes, I didn't have any. Also, you can just about see my little planter there. Oh well, it happens. So now we want to pop in some cedar trees. I'm going to put it on this side first just so I can get the placement right. We should stick it in the corner like so. And then the same with over here like that. And then it fills it out a little bit. Now what I want to do before we finish up is pop some fencing all the way along here. I'm going to be alternating between the iron and stone fence and the hedging. You can just about see it when you're at this angle over the top of the castle wall. Oh, and just a little bit there too. So yes, we want to pop our hedging in between the middle sections of the iron fence. And you know what? This is kind of nice. I really like how this is looking so far. And now I want to quickly finish up the build by finishing this area. Kind of considering moving my barrel and maybe pulling it forward and sticking it in front of our tree. And then possibly getting rid of these boxes. I think it might just look a little bit nicer. Yes? Question mark. We don't need the boxes. In this middle area, I want to stick in a park fountain. Now I went with this cute one with the little seals on, or sea life, or the sea lions, whatever you call them, in the middle, just because I thought it looked a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more magical for my island. So that's why we've gone with those. And on the corners, I'm hoping that these will fit correctly. Are these street lamps? Oh yes, they do fit on the corner. All right, squeeze you over like that. Obviously, please do ignore the backdrop, because I do plan to either put terraforming here or another fake building or a villager house. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to leave it bare for now until I have decided. But it will feel enclosed in and be all finished. You know, I think I'm overdoing it with the street lamps. Maybe just the two. I think just the two look really nice, yes. And then either side, we can just stick in a lovely little bench. Make sure they are even each side. Although you won't be able to get through. Okay, maybe no benches. No benches. Although this one's fine, you can get through. Maybe you just need to push this one back a little bit more. Okay, the only way you can get through is if you shimmy on through. I don't know how I feel about that. That's probably going to be a no from me. You know what I'm like? I think what I might end up doing is just encasing this all. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So we'll just leave it like that. But one of our beautiful benches can go here. I have an idea for this side already. I don't think I'm going to do it next though, because all my flowers are there. I want to run those flowers down first and then do this area, because I don't have to move them and then move them again. It's all a bit of a pain. But otherwise, I think we are good for this build. I think we finished and we made great progress today. So let's have a look around at what we've done. The first area I worked on today was this little market. It did turn out a lot smaller than I thought it was going to, and very much cluttered, more so than I thought it would too. But in our market, we do have a little pickled veggie stand. We also have a bookstore, of course, a coffee stand, a plant stand, and also a place to grab some antiques. Maybe these antiques come from Red, I do not know. And if you continue on under this archway, you can find a lovely park fountain. Like I said before, just ignore the outside yet, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have to stick an incline in at some point somewhere. So maybe an incline will have to go here, but we just don't know yet. Continuing to the right side, you'll get to our plant shop. In our plant shop, you can actually go inside. It is very full, very green, very lush in there. And you know, I'm so glad that I kept at it. I was struggling halfway through this build trying to figure out how to make this fake building work and also be able to go inside. And I think it did a really good job. Also adding these flowers outside, I'm so glad I did it, because it just gives the area a nice pop of color and makes everything look pretty. And along with the trees either side of the building, I think they helped too. And leading up this way, you will find yourself get to another building or some kind. I don't want to spoil it just yet. I have a big build plan for this area, then I'm hoping I can pull it off, but I also need to figure out where I'm going to put some houses, so we might have to figure that out in our next build. But there it is, we finished today's build. I had a lovely time building today, and I'm so glad I stuck to this fake building business, because I'm really enjoying it now and I love the results. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, please do like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you have the most wonderful days, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye!